For the likes of Barry Manilow, Sedaka, Dionne Warwick. He has the guy who convinced Louis Armstrong to sing "What a Wonderful World." How about that? We are so fortunate to have him in the house tonight to perform for us. Ladies and gentlemen, please. Are you around? Are you awake, Artie? Artie Butler. There you go. I told you. He's walking as fast as I do. I pulled my back out and I was like Tim Conway for like 3 days. Right? Yeah, there you go.
Thank you for having me. Really, I'm enjoying this so much. Really. No, please. That last piece of music was just spectacular, I have to say. Spectacular. Really, thank you for having me. This is a great, great evening for those of us that write songs. God bless you for doing this. Really, So, what makes a songwriter? Well, you gotta be born nuts. Because medical school is sure easier. My mother and father wanted it, you know. We start out dreaming, looking at the stars, and one day you say, look at the stars, there's a lot of music in there, you know? Where does a song come from? We pull it out of the air, we really do. From dreams gone by, love affairs that went south, life's experiences. We walk around in a supermarket, in the street, in our dreams, in our sleep, whatever. Songs come from the darndest places. I'm telling you, just about a week ago, I saw something. I'm dieting. I'm always dieting. I'm Jewish. So I read. No, I'm serious. I just lost 50 some odd pounds. It's taken a while. It's taken 62 years. But I read all the contents of boxes and stuff now. And I read on the box of something and I said, you can't eat that. I'm now writing a song called You Can't Eat That. Being a songwriter, we get titles from everywhere. So I started thinking about songs to write. And about 2 months ago, my wife was cleaning the closet and found this metal box that I haven't seen in 35, 40 years. And she said, Artie, go through this box before I throw it out. So I opened up the box and I found the tie that you used to clip on, you know, and the picture of the dead turtle that said Coney Island on it that I had when I was a kid. And then I found this lyric, a copy of this first lyric of a song I wrote when I was 14 years old. And not that I fell in love with it, I fell in love with the memory of it. And I brought it, I want to share it with you. It's childlike, it's childish. It's maybe when I felt that I maybe had an aptitude and a propensity for songwriting. I was 14, so I'm sharing it with you. You don't have to like it. I have a hunch. Over you, my loved one, I've been moaning and groaning. And lately I've noticed that you've even stopped phoning. Loving you feels like I'm caught in a trap. You lie and you cheat, and you treat me like crap. There's some of that aptitude and propensity. We really had it all. No ands, no ifs, no buts. But we ran in, smack into a wall when you left me for that putz. By the way, this was a ballad. I'll dream of ways to get you back, put on my thinking cap. But you'll still cheat and lie, you might ask why. Because you're a piece of crap. I love this girl. You're nothing. You're worthless. You're dirt. You're scum. Like a rodent that crawls in the sewer. It's amazing to me how you have become a stinky and icky and pukey and rotten lump of horse manure. Now I'll do my magic act. I'll vanish without a trace. All the flies that you attract zoom right onto your face. I'll bring a rattlesnake with his venomous bite, and spiders, ants, and gnats. With mosquitoes, wasps, and from the night, those always thirsty bats. Goodbye, my sweet, my precious one. For me, this is a wrap. No more cheating, no more lies. Because you're a piece of crap. I've gotten better. Oh gosh. As I say, my parents wanted me to go be a doctor. So for the first 15, 16 years of my life, when I would write to my parents, I'd sign everything, Artie Butler, MD. I didn't tell them it was musical director. So onward and upward. As I say, I'm real happy to be here. I want to play a song for you that has been very good to me. And I want to tell you how it came about. I own a home on Lake Tahoe, and a number of years ago, I was up there, and George Burns was on a Tonight Show. He was about 85. Johnny Carson said to him, "George, what do you think of life?" Without missing a beat, he said, "I think the second half's going to be better." I couldn't believe it. This man, in the golden days of his life, just knocked that out of the ballpark. And it just affected me so. I had a piano there, and I went to the piano, and in about 20 minutes, literally, it happens that way sometime. So I went to the piano, I wrote this melody, I came up with the title, and a few of the key lines. And I by no means wrote the lyric, but some of the key lines, and it just flows. Those of you that are writers, you know, sometimes it just happens that way. Other times you're constipated for 3 weeks. You can't get it out. But this just came out of me, and I wrote it, and I played it, and I called some of my friends who were terrific writers, and they just didn't hit the lyric right. It was too rhymey, too on the money rhymey, and it didn't match the flow sensitivity that I had with the title. Finally, a friend of mine was a wonderful composer. His secretary was a lyric writer, so she said, she'd been hocking me and hocking me and hocking me. She said, "Oh, they want to write with you, I want to write with you." I said, "Okay, I got something. Why don't you come over and let me play it for you?" And I played it for her. She said, it's really beautiful, but I want to write for Michael Jackson. I said, "So do I, but that's not what this is." She said, "I'm not interested." She said, "Nice to see you." She walked out. And she continued to be a secretary. And I called her back. I said, "Phyllis, you're making a mistake. I've heard a song that you wrote. I think you would be good for this. Why don't you come back?" She came back, and I said, "Why don't you take a stab at it?" She said, who's going to record something like this? Who? I said, I don't know. Take a stab at it. She said, do I have to use that title? I said, absolutely. Do I have to use those few lines that you used? I said, yeah. I said, if you come up with a better title, I'm not hard-nosed about it. She said, okay, I'll try. She came back a couple of weeks later, and she was on the case. I said, now just change this line, you're onto it. So after about 4 or 5 trips, she came back, and I looked her in the face, and the fall board of the piano, I closed it, and I went, Phyllis, that's it. You wrote a phenomenal lyric. She said, thank you, but I ask you again, who the hell's going to record this song? I looked straight in her eyes and I said, Phyllis, I don't know, but I'm on it. You just go home and don't worry about it. So, I don't know, I was on the case, but a couple of unknown singers, like Barbara Streisand, Joe Williams, Shirley Horn, etc., 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 recorded the song. So the moral of the story is never, ever, ever give up your dream when you're a songwriter. Ever. That's why we dream. That's why we dream. I was sitting in the now defunct Oliver Showroom, for those of you that know what that means, Carnegie Deli, and my phone rang. It was Columbia Records. Said, Artie, I was eating a corned beef sandwich. You know the ones they make there, the size of a pith helmet, you know? And Columbia Records called me, said, Artie, Barbara Streisand just recorded your song. I was flabbergasted. I was so happy. I thanked them. So, being a Jewish songwriter, what do you do when you get a call like that? You order 4 more corned beef sandwiches. I didn't know what to do but eat. Those were in the days when I was still a B cup. I was still hungry. Anyway, you think I'm kidding? I've thrown away my old undergarments. I'm no longer a B cup. I'd like to share the song with you. I wrote it for my dad, who was such an influence on me as a young kid. He said, you want music? Do music. It makes you happy. If it makes you happy, I'm happy. Forget medical school. Go chase your dreams. I'll never forget the day he told it to me. Rest his soul. He looks down on me every day. And to any parent, grandparent that has a child that wants to write music or do anything in the arts, support them. It's so important. We don't need guns, we need music. So, I have the breath of a songwriter, not a singer, but I'd like to share it with you. No complaints and no regrets. Still believe in chasing dreams, or placing bets. For I have learned that all you give is all you get. So you give it all you've got. Had my share, drank my fill. Even though I'm I'm satisfied. I'm hungry still to see what's down another road, beyond a hill, and do it all again. So here's to life, and every joy it brings. Here's to life, the dreamers and their dreams. Funny how the time just flies. How love can go from one of those to sad goodbyes and leave you with the memories you memorize to keep your winters warm. For there's no yes in yesterday, and who knows what tomorrow brings or takes away. As long as I'm still in the game, I'm gonna play for laughs, for life, for love. So here's to life, and every joy it brings. Here's to life, to dreamers and their dreams, to dreamers and their dreams. May all your storms be weathered, all that's good get better. Here's to life, here's to love, here's to you. Here's to life, here's to love, here's to you. Here's to you. Here's to you.
Okay, we got two more, so sit down.